Hello, dear yogis. This is Echo at Our Echo Yoga, and thank you for being here. And Ohayo gozaimasu from Nizawa Onsen here in Japan. I am in my friend Roi's beautiful space here that she's created, Shizen Yoga Studio. And so incredibly grateful to be planning to start hosting snowboarding and yoga retreats and mindful retreats here for the winter seasons. So definitely check that out. We will be having our first one next year in 2024. I'm very excited about that, and many to come after that. The space is quite special. We have the mountains right outside the window, and I feel so grateful to be able to use this space to share my practice with so many people from around the world. So today's practice is inspired by something that I feel really passionate about as of late. And I've heard so much about the metaverse and how we are getting pulled into the metaverse and getting pulled into the online world. And being an online teacher and being somebody that is on social media platforms, sharing practices and sharing my life, there is a line that is important for me to be self-aware of and not get pulled into. Because the reality is, as much as I love sharing my practices here because I know that they're helping and they are helpful for others, it's important that I live my life here on the yoga mat, that I live my life there on the mountains, and that I live my life in my body. And I think so many of us are getting pulled into the avatar of life, getting pulled into the magic of displaying only the best online. And what I want to share is truth and realness and authenticity. And so I encourage you, as you do these practices, you're there with me on the screen, but turn the computer away, or, really close the eyes down, choose a place that feels beautiful to you. Maybe there is a place in your house where you can look out and be in nature, or you could go practice in nature. And remember that this life that we share in the meta world, it's so much more real and beautiful and nourishing when we truly live it, not for the snapshots and not for the content of it or the branding, but to really embody being in our bodies and knowing what it means to be uniquely us. And so I want that for myself, and I want that for you. So that being said, let's get into our practice. We're going to start standing. And today's practice is inspired to really move through all parts of the body. So we're going to start with a little shake, because I love a shake. You can shake the head, shake the hands, shake the feet. And for so many of us, we're used to just walking in one plane, like forward and back, but we don't get to move around so much unless we're dancers and yogis. So just shake the body. And you can let out any sounds. Maybe you want to let out some grunts, because your practice and being in this form is about also just being a child, an animal, a playful creature. Shake the booty. Bring the pelvis forward. Shake, 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 shake. Shake. And we're letting all the booty, the thighs, everything shakes. Releasing any tension. And come into stillness at the top of the mat. Shut the eyes down, ground down through the feet. What a gift to be in this human body. This cannot be translated online, this breath that you feel as your heart beats. This is right here in this moment present, so choose this. Open the eyes, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise, reach up. Slight back bend. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rise, reach up. Slight back bend. Exhale to the heart. Last one, inhale, rise. And exhale, bow down, bring the hands back behind you, clasp the fingers, make a fist, press the fist up towards the ceiling. Slight bend in the knees if you need it. Let the head relax. If you need to turn the neck from side to side a little bit, you can. We can sometimes forget the body when we are sucked into the metaverse. The breath gets shallow, we get pulled in through the eyes. And the body can become very rigid, so it's important to really bond with your body like it's a friend each day. You wouldn't ignore your best friend for an entire day if you were in their presence, so don't ignore your body. Hands to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to a plank position, top of a push-up. Pull the belly in, press down through the palms, slight rounding of the upper back. Pause here, but continue to breathe in and out of the nostrils. Building some strength, some inner fire in the core here. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Very good. Pressing down through the palms, pressing down through the heels. Nice long line through the back legs. Let's inhale, reach the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend the right knee, stack the right hip open over the left. Let's get nice and open through the right hip, but keep even the right armpit facing down towards the ground, so we're not opening up in the arms. Keep the head relaxed. Take an inhale. And exhale, pull the right knee to the nose. Step the right foot through, left knee down, hands to the top of the right knee, sink into the left hip. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Sink deeper into the right knee. Feel that length through the left quad. Ooh, you might fall out of it. Keep the left foot pointing up. Set the left toes down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist to the right. Left elbow outside the right knee. Make sure you're not just putting the weight on the right thigh, and really lift through the chest. Look back over the right shoulder. Twisting into the belly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, fold. And as you fold forward, let the feet be hip-width distance apart. Lift the toes and bring the hands beneath the feet. Gorilla pose. Let the head drop in. If you need a slight bend in the knees, take it. We're really working to lengthen through the back line today. Hands out from underneath the feet. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank position once again. So top of a push-up, press down through the palms, pull the belly in, straighten the back. Looking down and slightly forward with focus. Inhale and exhale through the nostrils. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So pause here, pressing the heels in. And at any point, if you need to sigh out on the exhale, let that be your release. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee, stack the left hip open over the right. Pause here. Left knee pressing up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through, right knee down. Hands to the left thigh. Sink into the left knee. Straighten the right leg back behind you. Bend the right knee. That's a more helpful cue here. Sink into the left knee. And get that quad stretch through the right side. And set the right toes down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist to the left. Right elbow outside the left knee. Nice twist through the core. Look back over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Pause here. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, come down halfway. Keep the elbows in by the ribs. Inhale, forward to the tops of the feet. Open the heart space. Pause here. Keep the thighs lifted. Really press through the palms. And you're just looking forward. We're not dropping the head back. Opening the heart space. Opening the front line. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Come down to the knees. Let them go wide. Sink back towards the heels. And we take a child's pose. Stretch the arms forward, forehead down. And this is always our place of connection to ourselves. If ever in the practice you're lost in the mind, if you lose the breath, if you get frustrated or irritated or triggered or distracted, here with the heart facing the ground, we come back to center. Peel the chest up a bit. Bring the right arm underneath the left arm. Come down to the right shoulder, forehead to the earth. Do your best to not twist underneath the left arm, but just stretching into the right deltoid, the top of the right shoulder. Pull the chest up, right arm stretches forward, left arm underneath the right, come down onto the left shoulder. Peel the chest up, hands come forward, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or float forward to the hands. Take an inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bow. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank position. Lower halfway, elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, use the core, draw the hips back and up. Downward facing. 2 breath cycles here. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or float forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sink the hips deeply, reach the arms up. Chair pose. Hips nice and low. Relax the shoulders. Relax the muscles in the face. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down, come into boat pose. Bend the knees, hands alongside the body, use the core. Bring the chest back just a bit and feel the tremble. Once you feel that tremble, pause there. And slowly come back up. Take a hold of the shins. Open the knees a bit. Let the head drop in. Close the eyes down. And slowly, slowly take the knees into the chest. I've got a bit of a sacrum issue, so I'm not going to roll onto my back, but you can. Roll onto the back, take your shins with you. And I'm going to ease down. I had a little snowboarding incident the other day, so got to care for my lower back a bit. So let the body rock from side to side, massaging the lower spine. Relax the shoulders. And take the feet down to the ground. Feet hip-width distance apart. Let the knees fall to the right. Hands can go out to the sides like goalposts and look to the left. Nice passive twist. Come back to center. Knees fall to the left, look to the right. Back through the center, happy baby. So taking a hold of the bottoms of the feet, let the knees go wide. Can rock from side to side. Maybe one leg straightens out and then the other. And bring both knees into the chest. And bring a block underneath the seat if you have it. If you don't have it, no worries. You could just straighten the legs up. Hands on the belly, stay here. If you have a block, bring a block underneath the sacrum, lift the legs. And this just gives us a little bit more blood flow. And allows that 45-degree angle at the hips. And the blood can flow into the abdominal cavity a little bit more at ease. But if you don't have a block, straight up is perfect. Relax the head. Do your best to not look around so the neck stays straight. And we're just allowing gravity to do the work here. Settling in, stillness, silence, enjoying the presence. Let the knees come down, legs come down. Keep that block underneath the sacrum for those of you that have it. If you don't have a block, if you could get a couch cushion or something that's dense to push the hips up, that would be great. So a supported bridge here. You can stay here, or you can lengthen the legs out in front of you. You might have to move the hips around on whatever prop you have. And the arms can come up overhead as well. If that's too intense, you can rebend the knees, bring the hands alongside the body and stay there. Nice front line lengthening, compression of the lower back, releasing any stuck energy here in the hips, our emotional center, that source of water. Hands alongside the body. Bend the knees, plant the feet. Bring the block out from underneath. Let the knees go wide. Hands can rest on the hips, or you can bring them overhead, taking opposite elbows. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, that reclined butterfly pose. Let the heart be open, the hips open. If it's too much to take opposite elbows overhead, just have the hands on the hips. Shut the eyes down. So in a world where we're being pulled out of the present moment so often, these moments, postures like this, a heart opening, the back of the heart supported by the earth beneath us. Such a wonderful reflection of being held in the here and now. So anytime you're feeling a bit detached from your reality, remember the earth beneath you, the solidity of the ground beneath you is always here to hold you. You can stay here as long as you'd like. You could pause the video. In a moment, I'll bring us out of the practice, but feel free to stay as long as you need. I'm going to inhale, lengthen the legs long, arms long. Give a little wiggle of the hips. Knees into the chest, falling over to the right side. Fetal pose for a moment. Constant deaths and rebirths each day, new reflections of self. Let's use our hands to come up to a seat. Hands resting on the knees, sitting up nice and long through the spine. Hands to heart center, bowing head to heart. Each moment, each practice, an invitation for a new way of experiencing ourselves, experiencing our breath, our heartbeat, the rhythm of our dance, our expression. May we remember who we are, what we are. May we not get lost into illusions. May we stay centered and grounded in our truth. Namaste. Thank you, dear yogis, for being here. You can find me in all the places down below. Subscribe so that you can get new videos each week, new practices with myself and guest teachers. And reach out if you are interested in doing deeper one-on-one work or any upcoming retreats and trainings I have online. We have a yoga teacher training coming up soon. The Detangling the Human Heart, all around interrelation and relationship to self in healthier and more integrated ways. These containers are offered once or twice a year. So the deeper you want to go, there are spaces to go there. Have a wonderful day, night, or morning.